Halo Reach is set to be flighted later in April on both Xbox and PC with Steam. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me here today for this Halo news update. I'm a little late getting to this story. This was posted on April 4th of 2019 over on HaloWaypoint.com under the news. According to Halo Waypoint, if everything goes according to plan, they hope to flight Halo Reach on both Xbox and PC with select players later in April. Before they go any further, though, there are some important points that they would like to touch on. Sketch has covered many of them in the Halo Insider Forum already, but these are worth talking about as well. You must register as a Halo Insider in order to be able to participate. To do that, just go to HaloInsider.com and fill out the application. If you want to flight with them on PC, you have to upload your DX probably mispronounced that, and link your Steam ID. And please make sure that you have your email verified with Halo Waypoint. Please be patient. If you don't make it into this flight, you are quite possibly going to be entered into a later one. Since the number of signups blew away their expectations, they simply cannot accommodate everyone at the beginning. Flighting entails working meticulously with chosen players to test very specific and intentional KPIs. Your time will come. Flight tests are for testing, not marketing. The first flight does not represent the final or even beta version of the game. We know there are plenty of things to work on, and that being said, they gave us a sneak peek at Halo Reach's campaign joining the lineup in the MCC from one of their current in-progress Xbox One builds. Halo Reach is my second favorite Halo game of all time, right behind Halo 2. Not a very popular opinion with some people. I understand that, and I have my own reasons, and maybe one day I'll actually go into that. However, it just looks absolutely awesome in the lineup. And something that I've also considered myself. This game has kind of turned into more than just the Master Chief Collection. You have Halo 1, 2, 3, and 4, ODST, now adding Halo Reach. Two of the games in this collection now have absolutely nothing to do with the Master Chief. They impact his story later on, but he is certainly not the main protagonist. I would like to see them change the title of the game, possibly. But what do you guys think would be a better, different name? Leave me comments in the section down below. I'm interested to know what you guys think would make a better title now that they've added games that don't just feature the Master Chief Collection. I was in the previous flighting program for the MCC earlier last year in 2018 when they were testing the multiplayer changes, the campaign changes, and just the way that the whole kind of menu system is set up. I got in very, very early. That being said, there are NDAs, non-disclosure agreements, that you have to agree to be a part of this. Non-disclosure agreements are to be taken very seriously. I will not be allowed to talk about and or share any footage of the early builds. Now they're going to hit a point where, like they did in the previous version, where after a certain update, sure, go ahead, talk about it, share it, stream it, make videos on it. They want you to talk about it. But very early on they don't. And there were videos last time that were made outside of the NDAs. If you are planning on being a part of this and sharing information, just a pro tip, they can have your channel shut down and you can actually have legal charges pressed against you for breaking a non-disclosure agreement. Just keep that in mind. Now, the last video that I made on Halo, we talked about Yap Yap the Destroyer and the new update for that. There are things that I did not talk about that I'm going to cover here, one of which are new loading screens. This was something that I guess they had people messaging them or leaving posts in their forums about. I honestly never really had any issues with the loading screens, but nonetheless they did actually improve them and make them better. The new improved loading screens came with the Yap Yap the Destroyer update. And now they've changed them to include the following: your primary weapon, the time limit, the score to win, gamer tags, loading stats, location of the data center hosting the match, game type and description, and tips related to what you're playing. And they actually changed some of the campaign screens as well to include more information. Mission name, difficulty, the skulls that are turned on, the gamer tags in the session, the game type and description, loading states, and tips related to what you're playing. Now, worth mentioning, at first glance when I looked at this update, I lamented the fact that they changed the menu background when I preferred the new default menu screen. However, after jumping in and playing the game types of Yap Yap the Destroyer, War Games, and Objective, I have to say that it's actually kind of a lot of fun. It's not so much as the skill-based game that people have come to know and love from Halo 2. It's actually really silly. They crank up the gravity. They turn on all types of modifiers in the game so that you can jump really high, explosions send you really far, melee attacks will knock you back super, super far. And honestly, I played so many games last night laughing hysterically about the things that were happening in the game. So if you haven't tried it out already, go ahead and load up Yap Yap the Destroyer game type with the social playlist. It isn't anything to take super serious, and it is a lot of fun to play. And finally, touching on one of the final changes that they made in the update was something that is a little foreign to me when it comes to the technical terms, so you guys may or may not enjoy this part. 60 hertz is what the article is titled. It says, we upgraded the rate at which network packets are sent to the server in Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo 4, and Halo 2 Anniversary. We have also increased the limits on how much data each individual packet can contain. This includes data about the position of bipeds while they're aiming, what projectiles they're firing. The server prioritizes what data is contained in the packet until it reaches its maximum size. In gaps where the client hasn't received a certain type of information from the server due to the latency or prioritization, the client predicts what this information should be based on the last data received. It then corrects its predictions upon receiving the new data. This can result in cases of rubber banding, where biped's position is predicted locally and then corrected by the server. By increasing the allowed size of packets as well as their frequency, we have significantly reduced these gaps. This results in less prediction and correction due to more frequent and more complete updates from the server. In Halo 3, the clients would send 15 packets per second to the server, while the server would send 30 packets per second to all clients. Now, both servers and clients will be networking at 60 packets per second, aligning with the frame rate. That's awesome. The fact that they're still improving the networking and taking steps to make sure that this game is what it should be, I'm very happy. I've been very angry and pissed off at 343 Industries in the past for the atrocity that was the original launch. Thankfully, though, I think we are able to move past that, and Halo Infinite will really tell you what the future of the franchise is, but that's a completely different video. Packets transferred between clients and servers are dependent on network quality and topology. As such, there will be cases where rubber banding and other network artifacts occur in cases of high ping or packet loss. However, the increased send rates should generally result in overall smoother online experience. The improvements affect dedicated servers as well as peer servers and peer-to-peer matches. After extensive internal testing and external flighting, we are confident that this will positively impact the online experience in cases of good and poor connections. So with all of that, everybody, do not forget, if you want to be a part of the conversation and have your voice heard, be sure to leave a comment in the section down below. Don't forget to be part of the Halo Insider program. You have to go register and sign up with the information that they want you to provide. If you guys enjoyed this video or found any informative value to it, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I upload content weekly. And until next time, everybody, thank you all for joining me here today, and I'll see all of you in the next video.